Grand Rising, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a minute. Today topic is about resources. It's about resources, dealing with financial resources, but just resources in general. So, just an example of when somebody has resources, let's just say we'll use something that people can relate to. Let's just say getting a car worked on. If you need your brakes done on a car and somebody say, hey, I got a good mechanic, um, a good mechanic over somebody, they can get it done as a reasonable time. Because the price of the brakes is the price of the brakes. The price of the rotors is the price of the rotors. So when somebody say I got a good mechanic, or somebody asks, hey, do you have a mechanic that you could connect me up with? So yes, I got a good mechanic, but my mechanic ain't cheap. My mechanic is good, but they not cheap. So people have to correlate good with expensive. It's a cost for it. Why is it expensive? Because it's good. If you want something that's not expensive, then that's what you could pay for. So when it comes to relationships and connections on things, understand that you have to pay. Understand that things cost. You have to pay for services and products. So I had a conversation with a associate yesterday, and they was asking me about a connection with real estate, dealing with real estate. Do I got a good broker? Do I got a good banker? Blah, blah, blah. These type of things. Oh, yeah, I got a broker that I use to develop a project. So then they'll explain, can you hook me up with your broker? But they never ask one question. How much does the broker cost? For some reason, people assume things don't have a fee connected to it. So it's one of those, yes, I'm getting this major project built. For instance, this is a $500,000 project. This project costs $500,000 to get built. So instead of me going to this broker that the deal may go through or the deal may not go through, I may have to come back, the paperwork get canceled. It's a lot of things that go into doing real estate projects, really, especially development, even purchasing. Just regular purchasing a regular house or a duplex, commercial, either one. So people tend to never ask the one important question. It's almost like they think it's free, but it's like nobody works for free. If you work at the bank and you are a broker or an underwriter, but this is your position now. So now I'm finna send you deals. Well, I'm gonna send you my deal. I got this deal. I need you to rush this deal through. Even though this is what you need, this is what you do for a living, I need you to rush this through. I need you to pay more attention to this than just a normal deal coming through across your table, so I can get it through earlier, faster, more safer. Guess what? That costs. So if your fees is normally 3.5%, but I'm trying to get you to rush this deal, either I'm finna pay you 4%, or I'm going to give you some type of fee, your 3.5% plus some type of fee. Understand that people don't do things for free. There's a such thing as doing something out of the kindness of your heart, and there's a such thing called paying for services. You never go to a law office and ask an attorney, hey, I got this situation, but I don't know how to file this paperwork. Because you sacrifice time reading the books, going to classes, getting the loans to learn how to read and write these contracts. Then I'm coming in here for your services. You never go into a law office asking for services for free. You never go into a mechanic shop and expect somebody to fix your brakes for free. A lot of people who are movers and shakers in getting things done, their knowledge costs because they paid for it. They did not get that knowledge for free. Again, anybody that's seen any of my pictures, it's a reason why I always show this in the background. Because this is what I read, brother of mine. We was talking the other day, and he was like, "What you doing now?" And I was like, "I'm studying law." My dad even asked me, like, "Boy, you study so much, you should become a lawyer." I am. Because what I've learned is you don't have to actually have a law degree to study law or even practice law for real. You know why? I'm only practicing law for myself. I have the right to file anything on my behalf, no matter what type of law it is: consumer law, credit law, financial law, real estate law, life insurance law. I can file and represent myself in any courtroom legally. I do not need a law degree. I don't need to be licensed by the bar. No. Because in actuality, I learned through doing real estate. I don't have a real estate license. And I've been flipping real estate 15 years now, consistently in 3 different states: Florida, Texas, Missouri. I have legitimately, legally, my name is on paperwork that I've bought, fixed, flipped, sold, rented real estate in 3 different states. I do not have a real estate license because as long as I am doing my own projects, I do not need to be licensed. That's the misconception that a lot of people have. I can advise you, and I will tell you though, this ain't legal advice. This is just advice on how I would go about doing something because I've done it before. I have a life insurance license policy, $1 million policy, not no $100,000 policy, I got $1 million policy. I studied life insurance. I legally cannot write up your policy. Not yet, because I did take the test and pass it. But can I tell you what type of policy to get? Yes. Based off of what? Based off of my information of my policy. When I hired and was looking for someone to write my life insurance policy, I wasn't asking, they weren't telling me what they offer. I was telling them what I wanted because I know what I want. I know the exact policy I wanted. I knew exactly what I wanted it to do. How and why? Because I read on it and studied it. I sit up here every day. This is my office. I keep an office everywhere I go. I got my computer. I got my laptop. Constantly reading. If you ever came into my office, you would see like, ooh, read. Knowledge is the key. Knowledge is the power. But be respectful of people's time, y'all. Be very respectful of people's time and knowledge because nobody learned anything for free. They didn't learn it for free. So why do you expect them to take the time to teach it to you for free? There's a such thing as exchange of goods and services. Don't get me wrong. A lot of my family and friends, yes. Some, I won't even say all, some, I will have a conversation with you. If this is something that you are really interested in learning, doing, and I know how to do it, I might exchange information for free. Offer somebody a cup of coffee. Hey, can I take you out to lunch? Can I do something to compensate you for your time? You know why? Redemption Manual 5 and 6. Both of those books cost me $100 each. That's $200 I spent on the books with the information. And it might have took me 2 weeks to finish both of those books, right? So let's just say we leave it at even numbers. $25 an hour. It took me 40 hours to read through one book because now we comparing it with going to college. At $25 an hour, I charge $25 an hour. At $25 an hour, and I work for $25 an hour, right? You may have a job that make $25 an hour. We talking law information. We talking information that's going to benefit you financially. So what is the value of that information that's going to benefit you financially, that's going to help you make more money or you save more money? Financial information costs more than getting my brakes fixed. Getting my brake fixed, yeah, it's going to help me drive and get to A to B, but financial information is going to help me make more money. So if I charge $25 an hour, but I had to read a whole week, this book took me a whole week to read it every day, 8 hours a day. That's $1,000 I spent in time to read this whole book. That's $1,000 on top of $100 for the purchase of the book. So gathering and learning this information cost me $1,100 because I sacrificed and spent $8 hours, at $25 an hour. So let's just say you make $1,000 at your job. While you at your job working, earning your pay, I'm at my job working, earning my pay. I just earn it differently. I earn my pay with information. So I spent $1,100 with this information, but now that I got this information, I can actually now charge for this information because I sacrificed and paid for it. I paid for it with the book and I paid for it with the time. Only you can put a price on your time. Nobody can tell you, hey, I want my hair braided and I'm gonna give you $50 to braid my hair, but it's gonna take you 4 hours to braid my hair. No, thank you. Go find somebody else that's gonna braid your hair for $50 and it's gonna take 4 hours. I'm not gonna braid your hair for $50. That's taking 4 hours. You get my point? You'll never sit in a beauty shop and sit in somebody's chair and tell them what you're going to pay them for their services. No. How much are you going to charge me for your services? We have to get into the mindset and understand that when we are asking people for information to assist us, especially financially, those people paid for that information in one form or another. They paid for it. I listen to people. I don't even want to put titles on stuff, but I listen to people and it's like, ooh, it only took you 15 minutes to do that. Yeah, it took me 15 minutes to do it because I've been practicing it over the years. I've done 1,000 of them. So because I've done 1,000 of them, it takes me 15 minutes. It's no different than how long does it take for you to jog 2 miles? I could jog 2 miles in 20 minutes. But when I first started jogging, it took me 20 minutes to do 1 mile. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Now I can run out there and do my 2 miles in 20 minutes. But I wasn't always able to do 2 miles in 20 minutes. So this message is just to be conscious of people's time and their knowledge and what they went through to get what they got, to know what they know. Yes, I wrote a book on how I bought a house with a credit card. You can Google it, look it up on Amazon. Daryl Ballard, how I bought a house with a credit card. I bought 2. So now you could look at me and be like, oh shit, why you charge so much to teach me or to do it? Why you charge so much to put these things in place so I could buy a house with a credit card? Do you know how much time it took me to learn that? How many different books it took me to learn that? How much writing and studying, up all day, all morning. Anybody know me, especially right now. I read 8 hours a day. I sit right here at this desk and I read 8 hours a day. I be on the phone, I be on the computer. I don't really be on the phone. I don't like to talk because a lot of people waste my time. My time is valuable because I'm study moving. So it's like if you want a piece of my time, fair exchange, something. Because through conversation, and this is why so many people like hearing me talk, through conversation, you're going to learn something. You're learning something right now, I guarantee you. So Just be mindful and respectful of people time. No matter, it didn't come easy for them. It looks easy from the outside looking in. It looks easy. For the past 6 months, I have been studying and reading law. All different aspects of law. For the past 6 months, 8 hours a day. When I first started, I was doing 10, 11, 12 hours a day. Studying. A friend of mine used to be like, man, I can't even read an hour without falling asleep. I used to be that way too. It comes from practice. Now I wake up every morning, it's 9 o'clock. I'm on Central Time. I done left the East Coast. I'm passing through, visiting family, and headed on back to Texas. I'm on my way back to Texas. No. I learned a long time ago, you got to go where the money is at. You know, unless you comfortable with where you are. I like the sun. I like a little warmer weather. I like Florida weather, but I like Texas too. Anyway, I don't want to get too far off track. Study, y'all. Study and have information to give somebody else. Ooh, I learned this. That's the best way to exchange information for real. Have something to offer. Study something and learn something that you can, ooh, man, I found this out. I've been doing this. I started doing this. Ooh, how does it work? Do you really know how it worked? The only way you know how something works, you've done it before. Everything that I recommend to people, I've actually done it. So I know the process and I know the cost. So I can tell you, this is how I done it. And this is how it worked for me. That's the only way you can give advice on something. You had to do it yourself, not what your uncle did, not what your mama did, not what your best friend did. That's close enough. Don't get me wrong. I could tell you my daughter doing this. And it's my daughter. But my daughter is my business partner too. We do business together. So pretty much a lot of things she do, I'm involved in. I look over the paperwork. I read the paperwork. She tell me exactly all the deals with daddy. They do this and they say this and that. So I'm countering back and forth. So yes, I am involved and hands-on in that deal. So I can give knowledge and information on that based off of, yeah, I'm part of it. I'm on the phone. She'll call me on 3-way. So yes, I'm part of that deal. So in that sense, yes, I can tell you how to do that because my daughter just did it. And I know the inside of the conversation and how the business took place and takes place. So learn something, y'all. At the end of the day, really learn something of value to where you can exchange value with somebody. Bring something to the table. Hey, I got this idea that we can benefit off of. Not just me. We. How can we benefit? What do you have? What have you learned? What have you just received? What have you just tried that we can benefit off of? Not just a me, I need. I want. Selfishness. Who the hell want to be around a selfish person? Excuse my language, because this is for kids. My granddaughter actually probably watch my show sometime. But I know my little cousins do, and they 7 and 10 years old. They follow me on Instagram. Not Instagram, YouTube. But yeah. Get something of value. Don't just take. Because don't nobody want to see somebody who take. Like I say, I don't care if it's like, can I take you out to dinner? Surprise somebody. Hey, here go a gift card. I know you like Starbucks. Here go a $25 Starbucks card. You may not have something knowledgeable to give, but give something so people don't feel used. Nobody ever want to feel used. Some people got a big heart. I do. My daughter do. And my mama tell me, that's your downfall. Even some of my friends and relatives tell me, that's your downfall. And when that heart gets cold and cut off and turn off and disappear, people like, man, what happened? Where they at? Never receive nothing back in return. Everybody just want to pull, use. It get old. So, yes. I had to look in my mirror, but at myself. Anyway, y'all, learn something, do something, exchange, get some information, offer anything. Hey, can I take you to the movies? Can I take you to treat people who do stuff for you? People who give you so much knowledge and so much time. Watch your kids, babysit so you can go out, anything, show your appreciation. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. So maybe this topic is about appreciation. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.